Hi, this is Terri Lyne Carrington. I'm here to talk a little bit about the brushes. The brushes sometimes seem like a lost art form in jazz. People don't play them quite as much as they used to, which probably has something to do with we have better sound systems and better ways of hearing people. And back in the day, drummers had to often play a lot quieter. And it also creates such a unique sound. Basic sounds of a brush would be staccato sounds like this. That's the tip of the brush. You can do the rubber part as well. That gives you almost like a stick sound. And you have where you put the whole brush on the head, and you get, some people say tip, tap, tuck. Tip, tap, tuck. And then you have the sweep sounds where you have to create a pulse with those sounds. And you create it a couple of ways. You can push down on the brush to create the pulse. Or you can do an extra fast little motion so that the fast sweep creates the pulse. Or you could create the pulse by lifting the brush up a little bit. And the first brush pattern I ever learned was a ballad pattern where the left hand was creating a circle. Every beat you would be at 2 o'clock. So, and the right hand would be going 12 to 6. So when you combine those, it's and the first swing pattern I ever learned on the brushes was where the left hand was keeping a circular motion and the right hand was keeping the time going back from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. That is a pretty staccato sound, so we try to find ways to make it less staccato, thinking about this type of motion opposed to just vertical motion. Those kinds of sounds. Also, I practice rudiments with brushes. Alan Dawson, who was a great drum teacher, I studied with him as a teenager, and he taught us to, something he has called the ritual, and we would play rudiments in 4-bar phrases. So if I took the 5-stroke roll and played it in a 4-bar phrase, it would be and then he would also have us do that with a samba pattern in the kick drum. And we would go through all 26 rudiments like that, as well as Swiss Army rudiments or Swiss rudiments, and innovations, which were altered rudiments based on the 26 standard rudiments, and something he called chops builders, which were mostly flams. And of course, the advantage of warming up or playing rudiments with brushes is when you move to the sticks, then you can fly around a lot easier on the drums. So I hope that was helpful. A few beginner brush examples.